Hey, it's May 10th and time for another Padres postgame recap, and unfortunately, the Padres had their 4-game winning streak snapped tonight in Game 1 of this 3-game set with the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 6-3. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Rays. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, one of them very costly for the Padres. And I think what was so frustrating about this loss tonight was twofold. Number one, they had done all the hard work to get the win. The hard part they had done. And frustrating to see this bullpen not come through because it's the first time it hasn't happened. So everybody has a bad day. Unfortunately, that's what it was today for Dale Thayer. So let's start at the beginning. What are the good things the Padres did when I say they did the hard work early? Well, they scored runs off of Alex Cobb. Cobb was absolutely filthy tonight. He had one of the nastiest changeups I've seen, and he was using against lefties. He was using against righties. Ends up with 13 strikeouts in only 4 2/3 innings. That is a new record. It's never been done before. The most strikeouts ever in less than 5 innings pitched. And that's pretty impressive. When I think back to the game that I witnessed when I saw Kerry Wood strike out 20 of my teammates when I was with the Houston Astros. He had 11 strikeouts through 5. That was the most dominating game I've ever seen in my life. And Alex Cobb was actually on pace to be even more dominating than that in terms of strikeouts. So the Padres did get some runs early. They got a home run from Will Venable. They also got a home run from Carlos Quentin. That gave them a 2-0 lead. And then they were also given a gift run in the 3rd inning when Cobb had a wild pitch on a strikeout. And then it was Will Venable was able to steal 2nd. He was able to steal 3rd. Ended up scoring on a wild pitch. Cobb strikes out 4 guys in the inning. Doesn't allow a hit or anything. Yet the Padres are still able to score a run thanks to the walk, some heads up or some aggressive base running by Will Venable, and then a wild pitch. Thank you very much. So you're in the driver's seat, 3-0. So that was hard part number 1 that they got taken care of. Hard part number 2 was getting Edinson Volquez through 6 innings, allowing only 2 runs. So once again, another nice outing by Edinson. He had his problems. He ran into in the, what was it, the 4th inning? Yeah, no, the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. Cruising along 1st and 2nd, 3rd inning, walks a couple of guys, 2-out situation, gives up a base hit to Longoria. That scores 2 runs. It's 3-2, but he gets out of the jam and he holds on to the lead, which is good. Gets himself into trouble again in the 5th inning. Again facing Longoria. Comes up with a big pitch, strikes him out with the tying run on second base. Great job. Gets through the 6th inning, no problem. So Edinson Volquez, despite having some control problems at times, does a nice job tonight. Hard part number 2. You got Edinson to get you through 6 innings. You got through his little wild stint in this ball game, and he's able to keep himself under control, and you have a lead going into the 7th inning. Now, what's the Padres' record when leading after the 6th inning so far this season? 13-0. So you expect this bullpen to be able to come in and slam the door like they always do, but he calls on Dale Thayer. He's been outstanding of late. Unfortunately, not outstanding tonight. He gives up an infield single to Lobaton to start things off, then a bunt by the number 9 hitter, and that's where things started to fall apart as Dale did not make his quality throw over to first base with Jed Jerko covering. So instead of having 1 out and the runner on second base, now you got 1st and 2nd and nobody out. He gives up singles to the next 2 batters on 2 strike pitches where he didn't make his pitch. He had opportunities to get through this jam, get out of it, had 2 strikes on the guys, wasn't able to seal the deal, and next thing you know, 4 runs cross the plate, and that's the end of the ball game. So again, frustrating because the Padres, A, did the hard work early, and B, handed over to a bullpen that had been 13-0 in those types of situations, and unfortunately a bad night at the office. It happens. Hopefully they come back and get back on track tomorrow. And what's exciting about tomorrow is that you've got the youngster, Bert Smith, going. Can't wait to see this kid throw. There are reports of him throwing 96 up to 100 miles an hour with a nice curveball, changeup, slider combination. So looking forward to seeing how this young man handles himself. Again, this could be part of the Padres' future in terms of having an overpowering young starting rotation for years to come. So anxious to see what he can bring to the table. He'll be going up against Jeremy Hellickson. So it's going to be a tough matchup, and interesting to see this ballpark also because I hadn't seen the Trop before. I sent you some pictures on the Facebook page. Hopefully you enjoyed those. Hey, baseball stadiums, come in all different shapes and sizes. This one was certainly unique, but from all the negative things that I'd heard, actually, I thought it was a decent venue. Certainly not aesthetically pleasing with the AstroTurf and everything, but all said and done, not really a bad place to play either as a player nor from a fan experience. So I'm surprised that they're having such a tough time drawing fans. In any case, ball game tomorrow, 6:10. That's East Coast time, so it'll be 3:10 on the West Coast. Ted Leitner and myself will be bringing you the call on the mighty 1090 as usual. So I hope you'll be joining us, and thanks for joining me tonight. I'm Bob Scanlon, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got?